Hi, I'm Tapojoy Chatterjee. I work as a vice president of product. I work for the company which you love and hate at the same time when you're hungry, and that's Swiggy. I here lead the overall product charter for food delivery, dining, some of the new verticals that we are launching in the next few months. And I have spent almost 2 years here. Prior to this, I spent almost 10 years in Amazon, launching multiple products with Amazon Ads, Amazon Mini TV, Amazon Spartans. A lot of the work that we do and how we do is changed. Earlier, you think of a solution, you think of a software engineer building it, and the software engineer will take some time to build it and finish it. Now, with the advent of AI, a lot of the work can happen in the city. Similarly, as we're talking about quantum computing in emerging technologies, as they come in, some of the storage capabilities, some of the computational capabilities, which we think was impossible now, will start becoming possible in 5-6 years of time. So, what is important for anybody who's trying to build a career in the field of technology is being able to have the grasp of what is changing, because you will be successful only when you know what can be done, how long it will take to get something done, and what is the fastest and the cheapest way to get something. And if you are able to get these skills under you which can help you predict or answer these three questions, I think you will have a successful career in the next 10 to 15 years of technology and patience. I think what has changed in the last 10 years is, one, the ability to have the right design thinking in terms of what to do, what not to do, how will the consumers want, ability to have the right statistical bent of mind to prove will it be successful or not, as well as the ability to know what is the latest and the best way to get something done. For example, AI-based development or AI-based design. These are three things that have come in a big way than say what it was for a product manager or a business manager 10 years ago. I'll give an example to substantiate this. 10 years ago, you wanted to build a software. You would have built a software with 20 engineers. It would be like a .exe in a desktop, if you remember. And that .exe would be installed, and then you people will use it. As they use it, then if you made a mistake, what will happen? You'll have to correct it, but you have to send a new version of the software, which will take 30 days for somebody to get, and then they will correct. So you live with that problem for 30 days. That world is gone now. Today, if you find a problem, you fix it. Tomorrow by morning, everybody gets it. So the world has moved to an iterative, fast mode of technology adoption. And now there's the advent of AI, and it's there. Gen AI is new, but AI has been there for almost 10 years and more. What you're seeing is decision making, iterative product development, statistical analysis, figuring out what I as a consumer want and you as a consumer want. That is becoming possible. So that is what has changed now. In summary, one, faster product development, iterative nature of product development, and ability to customize product development for that one customer. If you listen to some of Steve Jobs' old videos, or just watch Steve Jobs' old videos, you'll see that we'll say that generating an idea is easy. It is when that idea needs to be converted into an actual living product. That's the hard part, because you get bruises on the journey. You'll have physical, literally, like you'll get bruises, you'll cuts, you'll have scars, because you learn from the customers what is working, what is not working. You adapt, you iterate, you change things, you play with the pricing, It's that execution which really creates good product. It's the skill, it's that carving which really creates good products. What I really like about the skill lab is it allows the students to kind of experience the whole journey end to end. They don't just start with an idea. The idea, they try and execute it, they build it, they get the feedback of the customers which they are building it for. So before even getting into the market, they know the reality of what the journey is from idea creation to actually building something, and the whole process of carving and creating a product. So to me, that's fascinating, and I would love more and more kind of use cases to also adopt it. The internship program in my mind is lovely. The more you are able to give exposure to students who can directly work with the industry and magnify what they can do in a skills lab perspective, is what you're gonna make them more and more market ready right from day one. So that's how I see these two are very critical and helpful for the students in this case. I'll break skills into two buckets. One is the softer skills of communication, stakeholder management, influencing people. And then there are the functional skills of what you need to do your job well and deliver something. I think in your first 3 to 4 years of your career, when you start, the functional skills play a disproportionately higher role. What I really like about the MBA technology management and is that I explained earlier, the curriculum is so well customized to what today we. And I'll probably be repetitive when I say the chapters on data structuring, data cleaning, statistical analysis for decision making, AI-based product development. How do you create a framework of when to use an AI? These are extremely important today, right from day one, and these are getting taught to students in this course. So to me, that aspect is what is needed, and the course is providing very, very beautifully. See, earlier, we used to think that there is a business side of the organization who will work on marketing, sales, maybe operations. And then there's the technology side of the organization, engineering, design, product management. What we are seeing, and it's already happening, is technology is almost a part of literally every organization. Even if you want to be a great sales leader, even if you want to be a great marketing leader and say 20 years down the line wants to be a chief marketing officer, you cannot be that if you don't understand the underlying technology of how it works. You cannot do that if you don't understand how consumers are taught, how consumers are segmented, how consumers are identified, how is your AI able to kind of predict what the customer will do, who will click your ad, who will not click your ad. So to be successful on any business role from now onwards, you need to have a very strong grasp of how the underlying technology works. That old world of siloed vertical careers is over. And to do that, we need to be strong in technology management. And that transformation is not something that's not going to happen. It's already happening. If you look at some of the larger startups like my company or any of the consumer internet world today, everybody has to be Biz-Tech leader. You can't be a Biz-Tech leader if you don't, a good Biz-Tech leader if you don't understand technology. So to me, this is pivotal and almost bread and butter that this transformation has happened. And for any youngster to kind of successfully be part of this transformation, they need to have a strong grasp of all the elements of engineering, AI, data science, and to me, that's how this course and this program will really in this transformation. So if I get a list of candidates where one set of candidates are trained on technology and are at par on everything else, any day I will choose the latter, which is trained on technology. So that's it. To me, is very simple equation. Like everybody wants to reduce the time when an employee becomes ready to work. Everybody wants to reduce the cost it takes to train an employee. And if that work is already getting done by somebody or in your B school, in this case, technology management, I will anyway prefer hiring the person who comes, be prepared and trained. And I'm excited to be part of the Techno Business Leadership Council for IPL's MBA in Technology Management.